straight into our second set of single-seaters, and the Formula Vs are literally the four-wheeled superbikes of this category. The racing we've seen out of these guys has been epic, and expect more of the same here at Kyalami, because they hold nothing back, Rob. And heading into the final part of this championship, Jaco Schrix has got some work to do. He wants to leave here with a slightly bigger margin to play with when they get to Swartkops for the final round. But a great start here from the reigning champion, Gert van den Berg.
Yeah, Gert van den Berg, he really has to get his hurry up on and trying to get ahead of that man out front, because Schrix, if he stamps his authority on the two races here today, it's pretty much game over there for Gert van den Berg. Going into turn one, you can see they spread out there, and it does look like it's Ross Rugheimer who's taken the lead there in that car. And Schrix a little bit further back. Oh, big mistake there from Van den Berg, and he's way down the field now in about 6th or 7th place there. So a lot of work to do there for that bright orange car with the number 1 plate.
Yeah, looks like he was even outgunned by Lucian Ramchanda, who snuck through as they go in there. Brandon Hill's fighting at the back end of the field there with Ben Pienaar and Ernie Vermaak as they come out. Shane Hallberg also looking to try and close things down. Didn't quite get the start he wanted, but now he goes side by side as they go into Sunset with the 55 car there. And Rugheimer, oh, that's a huge one.
Man.
I told you not to lock wheels in single-seaters. And especially through one of the fastest corners in the world, never mind at Kyalami. Yo, that was huge. Hallberg is having a hell of a day.
That was absolutely massive. Here we go. We're going to get a replay of this now from the different shot there. And you could see that he just, I didn't think he expected Rugheimer to maybe brake that early, or I'm not sure what happened there, but certainly clipped the back wheel, and that could have ended a lot worse than it did. So Shane Hallberg, a very lucky man, but he's certainly now very much out of this race. On board now with Gert van den Berg, and this is a man that has got a lot of work to do, because at the moment, the green car, his biggest challenger, that is Schrix, he is way ahead of him.
Have a look how much room he's got to play with there. Not a huge amount. As he goes around the outside of Lendl Janssen, under braking. Oh, new livery on Lendl Janssen's car as well. And Van den Berg just squeezes through, only just. Super effort there, and you can see on the steering wheel it says no fear. He's guffed no fear whatsoever, trying to make up the ground he lost earlier on. Out front though, super effort here. And I can tell you, Ross Rugheimer is going to be a difficult man to beat. You can see Siyabonga Monkankwana trying to get through, trying to find a way, and trying to go defensive to keep out the challenge coming from Jaco Schrix.
Watch out, just behind that, the bright red car of Lucian Ramchanda. He has now set the fastest lap of the race, and he is certainly coming. Watch him in turn one. He's got the slipstream there. Will he pull to the inside and make a move on the inside? Look at Schrix. Look at Siyabonga. He's also trying to make a move, and he does it on the inside of Rugheimer. Does he make it stick? Brilliant move there from Siyabonga. He now leads this race. Schrix just pulled out of it, and just behind them, Ramchanda not able to make the move there on Peter Hills, but certainly something is brewing. Yes, look at Rugheimer trying to make a move on the inside. Will he go? Oh, it is really getting ultra racy out there, but Siyabonga did a great job to hold on to that lead.
He's hanging on for dear life right now. 5 cars fighting for the lead. Any one of those 5 could potentially spoil the day for every one of the other 4. Here comes Rugheimer back again. Dives on the inside of Sunset. He's going to be on the wrong side for Clubhouse, so he'll have to get ahead before they get to the braking markers if he wants to outgun Siyabonga. And look at that, Schrix goes with him. Schrix realizes that the youngster is going to pull him through and ducks up the inside and forces that camouflage car onto the far side.
Just behind these cars, Gert van den Berg, this is exactly what he would want to see. He wants to see those cars dicing for the lead, just to hold themselves up so he could try and bridge that gap. I think it is a gap a little bit too far at the moment, but Schrix is the man on the move now. He's up at the top of the hill. Will he line up a move on the inside of Siyabonga? He's faking it, and around the outside is Rugheimer. They're just fanning out at the top of the hill, and it's going to be Siyabonga just holding on to it for now.
You say a man on the move. There's 5 men on the move.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable stuff. Heading to the top of the hill. Oh, a little bit of issues there for Brandon Hills. Just looping it out and putting it into the kitty litter. And Gert van den Berg out. Oh, that's massive for the championship. That is going to be big. And so, what is this? Final lap and everybody's going to crash? Rugheimer goes and throws it away in a big way with only a couple of corners to go. Jaco Schrix has been gifted this one. No worries at all here in the second half of the last lap. He's pulled away from Siyabonga. Peter Hills is going to take third. But there you can see, pulling to the sideline, the boys are happy about that result. It's going to definitely help him up in this championship for the Cube Coatings Raymer. Excellent job from Monkankwana. Peter Hills in third, Ramchanda in fourth, and Anthony Taylor eventually down there in 5th place. Victory sign there from Schrix. He's looking for 2, and hopefully he can get it in the second one. Let's see what's going to happen there. You can look at the times up on the board. You can see they're pushing these cars to the limit. Schrix looking for another victory. Monkankwana wants a victory here at Kyalami, and Ramchanda from the second row is going to go with Peter Hills and try and make it another 5-way battle. If we've got Gert van den Berg back on track, I'm just going to look as they go through there. Let's see whether or not that orange car was able to make it out. No, he hasn't been able to make it out. He's still in pit lane. Can you believe that? He's going to have a late start. That's going to be costly. Huge amount of points lost there, and could potentially give Jaco Schricks a very easy run to the championship.
Yeah, that number 1 plate is far from settled just yet. As on the inside, that's Peter Hills, who shoved that little car of his right up into the lead. But look at that, as they fan abreast. Oh, we've got an incident already there, and it's once again that's Shane Hallberg and Emmy Vermaak, unfortunately crashing out of turn 1, so the yellow flags are out. And back to the live racing action now. Let's just try and see who's out front. It is Siyabonga who's got out front. So Peter Hills, after leading the race early on, has made a big mistake somewhere, because he's down in about 5th place there as the rest of the field comes steaming through. And the fastest man from race number 1, Ramchanda, is now trying to get onto the tailpipes of the 2 leaders out front. Schricks trying to find every which way he can around that very fast Siyabonga here this weekend, who has pulled a rabbit out of the hat and just showing the kind of pace that he has.
There is Gert van den Berg back on track, but he's about a lap down, so it's not really going to work out for him. He's going to try and get as many points as he can back and try and just salvage them. That's what it's all about at this stage of the race. Down onto the braking markers into Crocodiles. They're going to spread out 2 by 2, normally 3 by 3. There we go. 3 by 3, Ramchanda trying to go there with Schricks as he takes that inside line. Forces Siyabonga wide. Ramchanda tries to go on the inside, can't quite get there. Brandon Hills and Peter Hills all over the back of Rugheimer. And now we have 6 cars fighting for the lead.
Oh, this is incredible stuff. Exactly what we expect from this category as they go into the brakes now for the final turn. Ingwe, car number 2, that is Jaco Schricks, doing everything he needs to. You can see he pulls to the left, just breaking that slipstream up down this massively long front straight. You see Ramchanda, I don't know, he's trying to line something up there, trying to also break the slipstream. While he's doing that, he's also trying to catch in the slipstream there of Siyabonga. It doesn't look like they're all going to be standing still going into turn number 1. It will be as you were across the line. Siyabonga trying to take that nice wide line. Schricks goes very defensive. Won't be too costly, but look at the corner speed that Siyabonga can carry. And he lines up a perfect move there, but almost too close to the man out front.
A man that pulled a similar maneuver on the same kind of line as Gert van den Berg, and he's now become the 7th car in this battle. Even though he's a lap down, he's still going to try and hassle these guys and try and maybe force some mistakes, because that will help his championship.
You can see how they're just fanning out now, going into sunset. Siyabonga trying every which way he can to make that move into the lead. Schricks though just holding defensive at the moment. There's the orange car of Van den Berg. He certainly is coming. So let's hope whatever issues he had in race number 1, he has sorted them out. Just drops back a little bit there. So certainly fanning out. You can see as these guys in front are fighting, that is just allowing Gert van den Berg to close that gap. Schricks, this is really where he picks up the pace. So going through the S's here, he has a real turn of pace and he brings everyone. Ross Rugheimer, a lap ago, was at the back end of that group. He's now up into 4th.
And you can see Gert van den Berg is closing on the back of them. He's bringing along Anthony Taylor and Lendl Janssen. They're not too far off. We could have a 9-way battle here for the lead of this race. That's the kind of racing we've seen all season long from Formula V. And for the last couple of seasons, this is how close it's been. It's such good racing. And of course, from the longest standing single-seater championship in the world, it's so good to see that they're not holding anything back here with only a round to go of this championship.
Yeah, Greg, I'm just trying to see the bright orange car there of Gert van den Berg coming down the hill. I think, yeah, there he is still there, so he's still in contention. Here comes Ramchanda on the inside of Rugheimer. Brilliant move there. We've seen him make that move a couple of times in race number 1, so obviously got the car set up beautifully for there. Oh, running wide there is one of the drivers. That's Brandon Hills, car number 33. So just running out of track there. Coming into the final stages of this race, so Schricks going very defensive. Will he hold off Siyabonga? Looks like he's going to do it, but Siyabonga carrying brilliant speed now around the outside. Will he get the drive? It is going to be a drag race to the line.
And I think Schricks might just be able to hang on. Yes, he does. He hangs on. Siyabonga tucks in behind him, takes 2nd place. Lucian Ramchanda beats Rugheimer to the line. It's Hills 5 and 6 with Anthony Taylor down there in 7th place. A great run there from Lendl Janssen in the new livery to come up in 8th. Let's have a chat to Siyabonga.
Yes, really feel great about it. It's just that we didn't think that we'd be so close to the first championship finish towards the end of the race. So we're really chuffed with it, and it's like still a tight race. It looks like there's still Gert and Peter were still strong competitors.